Hello, Para here from Team Paradox. Today I'm going to be doing a deck profile for a Blue Eyes control, so let's go ahead and get into that. So to begin, I play 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon. I will be playing 3 Fusilier Dragon, the dual mode beast. We'll be using Metamorphosis to summon King Dragun, and he is going to be one of a few boss monsters in this deck, but one of the most important ones. If you don't know, Fusilier Dragon, despite being a 7-star monster, it can be normal summon or set as long as its attack is halved. So you can set it, use Metamorphosis, special summon King Dragun, and his ability is he has a few. Your opponent cannot target dragon monsters, so Blue Eyes and himself. With card effects, once per turn, you can special summon 1 dragon monster from your hand, which both of those effects are really good for what we're trying to do. So it can help make a normally bricky Blue Eyes White Dragon card really a game changer for you, because if you can, say, Nobleman of Crossout, they're face down, get rid of their back row, summon him, special summon Blue Eyes, that's a 5400 damage, so really strong. Moving forward, play 2 Dekoichi for draw power to add to the consistency of this deck. 2 X-Head Cannon to add towards the aggression, especially not only to be aggressive earlier on, just to reduce their life points to 0 as quick as possible, but also to bait out a lot of the back row destruction, things like that. Play 1 Sangan, 1 Tsukuyomi, 1 Sinister Serpent, and 1 Tribe, 1 Cyber Stein, 1 Breaker, 1 DD Warrior Lady, and 1 Blackluster Soldier. Since we play Sinister Serpent, I'm playing 3 Thousand Eyes Restrict in the Fusion deck. Obviously, if you have all the Fusion cards, you could play as many as you want, because you could Snatch Steal your opponent's monster and Metamorphosis it off or for whatever. So I don't have all the Fusion cards, but these are the ones that I think are the most relevant to this deck and that I'm putting focus and emphasis on. And what I mean by that is I play 2 Scapegoat as well, which is nice for multiple reasons. One, for a particular trap card that I play later on. This makes it to where you can have a really good defense, not having to depend upon trap cards. And so it's good against Warrior. Obviously, you can get Thousand Eyes Restrict. It's good to stall. There's a lot of good reasons for this. Play Delinquent Duo, Pot of Greed, and Graceful Charity. 2 Noblemen of Crossout. 1 Heavy Storm. 1 Mystical Space Typhoon. A Premature Burial, and a Snatch Steal. Premature Burial is particularly good when you have Blue Eyes in the grave, for obvious reasons. Because we play so many machine monsters, the X-Head Cannons, the Dekoichis, the Fusilier Dragons, and even the Cyber Stein, I play 2 limiter removal. If you don't like the machine package, you can opt out and take them out, and maybe put in something like Kaizu Seahorse, or if you wanted to do a warrior version, you could do that as well, and maybe replace these with Book of Moons or something like that. But this is actually really nice because you can activate it on your opponent's turn as well. They run into your monster, and especially if, say, they have like Royal Decree up or something like that, and they think you can't use anything, you use this to really catch them off guard. Moving on, Call of the Haunted, Mirror Force, Ring of Destruction. Very powerful traps, and for the last 3 traps, I play 3 Royal Decree. So also, if you have your own Royal Decree up, this is kind of the reason why I have a few defensive traps. And on the side, you would probably want to put even more defensive traps like Book of Moons, maybe even enemy controllers because you play Scapegoats in here, things of that nature. So I think this deck is definitely competitive. In my experience, at least playing on dueling books so far, I feel like I don't do that bad. I definitely get some good wins. Obviously, there are times where you have a Blue Eyes in your hand and you can't do anything with it. It can be a little frustrating, but as long as you plan, some of the best cards in GOAT format can be bricks. So don't think that you can't play a certain card just because people on the internet tell you that. people on the internet are not always right. Even if statistically, you know, Chaos Turbo, for example, does the best, people are also playing that deck the most. And at some point in time, there'll be people who want to play directly against that, and then they'll think that that deck is the best or something like that. But the reality is, you could play 1, 2, or 3 cards that are kind of off in a deck that most people don't play, and you may even catch your opponent off for it. But at any rate, you'll definitely enjoy playing a lot more. So this is probably my the most fun I've had playing with the Yu-Gi-Oh! GOAT format, playing this on Dueling Books. So I'm going to continue and try to get as far as I can on the ladder using this sort of build. So if you have any advice or anything like that that you'd like to say in the comments below, please let us know. Otherwise, have a good day, and I'll see you later.